This game was made in 96 hours, specifically for the GMTK 2024 Game Jam. It was made by myself as a designer and artist, Zaft as a programmer and developer, and Netherpug as a musician and technical artist. And while it looks fun, polished, and you could even say finished by now, that's not how it looked 96 hours ago when my teammates and I were waiting for the theme announcement of the jam. This year, the GMTK Game Jam theme was
built to scale.
Built to scale. If you participated in this game-making competition that we call a jam, then you probably shared my pain of having absolutely no ideas for this disaster of a theme. No offense, Mark. Still, we did our best to figure out an idea that somewhat fit the theme. We came up with multiple ideas, including stretching slimes and climbing, and we even made a prototype, but eventually we settled on this little doodle. The idea was that you would play as a robot with a grappling hook and scale a tower. I know, it barely fits the theme, but it was the best thing we could come up with that was actually doable within the time frame and still fun. Zaft got to work immediately and made some grappling hook movement, which was very loose at first, but eventually we tightened it up and made it a lot more satisfying. All the while, Netherpug was making music tracks in minutes and just slapping them casually into the Discord chat with names like A squared or A to the third power or A to the 16th power. Eventually the day was over and we decided to get some rest like good developers. On the second day, I immediately started making a whole bunch of art, and Zaft started implementing this art and adding new drone types. The rest of the second day was stuff that you really wouldn't want to see in a video. On the third day, we got the brilliant idea to make a boss battle in a game jam, where you only have 96 hours to create the entire game. So we did that, and it actually worked out. We gave this boss multiple stages, awesome art, special boss music, but I can't remember if that actually got implemented or not, and even some secret lore that you can find hidden in the game yourself. On the third day, we also decided on the name Hookshot Robot, and Zaft also created this neat title animation for the levels. Then the fourth day arrived. We had to crunch. I created some title art and Zaft put it all together to create an incredibly beautiful title screen. I created 7 levels, which is all we needed for a speedrunning game, and Netherpug touched them up with beautiful lights. There was way too much glow at first, but we toned it down eventually. Zaft also reworked the camera to be vertical only, which I had accounted for when I was creating the levels. We submitted the game and decided that if there was anything else we had to touch up, we would do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow came. I was hands-off, Zaft was hands-off, and Netherpug was poking at the project with a stick, and I didn't want to ruin the project by having multiple people touch it at the same time. And trust me, you do not want to feel the wrath of anxious Zaft. I made a little poem to put on our game's page, and that was it. Submissions were over. All we could do now was get some people to play our game and play other games, and see where we end up with the leaderboards. A couple of streamers played our game, which is insane, and people were going crazy in the speedrunning leaderboards. There hasn't even been a perfect run, and they've just been getting insane times that I can't even comprehend. So that was it. That's how I created Hookshot Robot with a team for the GMTK Game Jam 2024 in only 96 hours. I should do this again sometime.